My name is Caterina Campagna, and welcome to the Open Door News segment. You know, the news that makes you go, ah! Or what the? I can't believe what? No, what the? Happy holidays. Let's pretend this is some mistletoe for now, shall we? Now, let's start off the segment with the reason for the season. That's right. We have a Jesus sighting about a week before Christmas in Australia, about 200 miles west of Alice Springs in a small town. There was a gathering of Christians in the outback, and they look up, and who do they see? But Jesus himself. The apparition was caught on tape, photographed, and there are those who believe and those who say it's a lens flare. It is posted all over social media, and as you know, the point of the show is for you to decide. From the holy to the haunted. In 1884, the Winchester family, the family that invented the Winchester rifle, built a Victorian home. And in that home, it is said that the widow of the gun magnate, Miss Sarah Winchester, who was also the person who the movie was made about, Winchester, it was said that she heard ghosts telling her as long as she continued to build upon the Victorian home, that she would be allowed to live. It is rumored that these ghosts, she believed, were the victims of Winchester rifle shootings. Now, she died in 1922, but if you go to her home till this day, you can find stairs that lead to nowhere, as well as doors that open to nothing. And it's also said that, intriguingly enough, the number 13 appears everywhere. Well, here it is. If you're a fan of this show, firstly, thank you. We appreciate it. Secondly, you probably wondered why we haven't spoken about the Salem Witch Trials as of yet. Well, here you go. We're going to talk about the Joshua Ward house. It was owned by one George the Strangler Corwin, who was a sheriff during the time of the Salem Witch Trials, and he has reportedly been at the helm of 19 execution of those accused witches. Now, the Joshua Ward house is especially creepy, not because it was just owned by this Strangler character, but also because his body might still be there, since his family was afraid to bury him when he died at the age of 30 for fear of the locals digging up and desecrating his grave. And it is rumored that you can still see his ghost walking around the house, as well as at least one of the witches which he killed. The Laurie home in New Orleans. Sounds like such a dainty, pretty name, right? Laurie, but nothing could be further from the truth. It is gruesome what happened to the slaves that lived in this house at the hands of Delphine LaLaurie. She would reportedly savagely murder them in her secret attic. One even jumped to his death in order to avoid her wrath. You can hear gruesome screams and even see apparitions walk around the home of the dead. Now, actor Nicolas Cage bought this home in 2007, but for some reason, he sold it promptly in 2009. In the 1800s, Hans Tiedemann came from Germany and built himself a castle in the United States of America in Ohio. Today, it has a reputation for being the most haunted property in Ohio. The Franklin Castle is the place where 4 of Hans's children tragically passed, and it is also said to be the site of multiple murders. What makes it even creepier is that the castle has many secret passageways. Who knows what they were used for? And you can go there today and reportedly hear the sound of children crying within the walls, screaming, and also the vision of a woman dressed in black in the tower window. In the 90s, the property was owned by the husband of Miss Judy Garland of the Wizard of Oz fame and many other projects, but it is not there today under his ownership because he found an actual skeleton in the closet. And that really doesn't bode well for a real estate listing. That's all for today, folks. Thank you so much for watching. Happy holidays. Happy 2020. Happy every day. If you haven't called someone that you think might be lonely or suffering for depression during the holidays, when that kind of feeling tends to pick up, give them a call, text, post. Just let them know you're thinking about them. It'll make both of you feel better. Okay, have a wonderful, wonderful holiday, and until the next time, stay curious, my friends.